Hey, Trixie.
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Artie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
So what are you doing down here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future? At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow, and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here. So, who are you supposed to be?
Don't you know your Homer? I am Techni Muse of Progress. You can tell by the lightning bolts.
Must have slept through that class.
I'm supposed to be a goddess-like. I'm the one who inspires all the great men who make the discoveries. And women, too. Leave us not forget Madame Curie.
I never would. So, you work for the expo?
Yeah, ain't it a kick? I greet all the important guests, and on the final day, I get to bestow the golden sundial on the winning contestant.
How's Kid's trial going?
Slowly. You know what they say. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but infinitely fine.
Except in Hill Valley, where they don't move at all.
What?
Nothing, it's just, something I heard once. So no regrets about turning him in?
None at all. I should have known better than to take up with him in the first place. But what can I say? I was dumb. I let myself get taken in by his charm.
Charm? Whose idea was it to put a science and technology expo in Hill Valley?
Beats me. Artie says it's all bred in circuses. But I ain't seen a single clown yet today.
So Artie's working for the expo too, huh?
Oh, Artie's doing swell. The papers made a big deal of him testifying against Kid. People have been beating down his door ever since the trial. The expo's darn lucky they could get him.
Listen, I've got a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Artie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were,
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Sometimes a guy's gotta resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
Mm.
Edna might be a pill, but if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techni, Muse of Progress.
Techni, Muse of Progress. Not a bad gig.
Artie got it for me. It's my entree into respectability.
Okay, I think we're done here.
See you, Trixie.
From this chamber of wonders, we bid you a fond adieu.
Ah, good. You're back. Give me the full report.
She says she likes you because you've got a virtuous mind, you look good in a suit, and you're completely faithful to her.
Damn, she's got me dead to rights. Well, you'll just have to find a way to change her mind. I'll be here if you need any help. Do you need any help?
Have you figured out what's wrong with the time circuits?
Not sure. Possibly. It seems to me to be a simple wiring issue, but I'm double-checking to make sure. All the basic equipment appears to be functional.
Any chance I could borrow the DeLorean? I want to drop in on young you at the lab.
Well, I don't know. The time circuits...
Listen, I promised I won't take it to 88.
Even so, I'm worried about letting it out of my sight while it's still behaving unpredictably. Tell you what, I'll take it on a test drive 1 minute into the past. If it passes the test, I'll let you borrow it.
It worked! Didn't it?
I'm afraid not. In fact, the discrepancy appears to be getting worse. I arrived 6 hours ago.
Oh, too bad.
I didn't want to risk undoing any of the work you've done thus far, so I kept out of sight. But the time lag wasn't entirely a waste. I stopped by the hardware store and bought the parts for a chronometric analyzer.
A what?
A diagnostic device. See, I plug it into the time circuits and set them to cycle. When the green light goes off, I should have the data I'll need to understand the scope of the problem.
Hey, no driving the exhibits off the lot!
Looks like you'll have to find another set of wheels if you want to get to the lab.
Haha, the truck. I like how the game just pans in slowly.
So, what do we do about Edna?
Only one thing we can do. Lie. Make me out to be a less desirable catch than I really am.
Why would she believe me? She said she knows you inside and out.
Then you'll have to resort to skullduggery. You've done it before. You gotta be getting good at it by now.
Yeah, I guess I am. Any idea what your teenage self is doing right now?
Unless I miss my guess, he's in the garage frantically working on his latest invention and cursing because he can't quite get it to work. Damn!
I suggested a little scheme to Trixie, but I don't know if she's gonna go along with it.
Pursue whatever strategies you like, but please don't tell me the details.
Dad never told me about a Hill Valley Expo.
It was Mayor Thomas's idea. He had visions of Hill Valley becoming a magnet for big investors in the technology sector. But the venture folded after the third year when the influenza exhibit leaked into the concession stand.
Oh.
Ew.
I think I'm starting to get a plan.
Good. Tell me. No, no. After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you're planning on altering it, my resolve may weaken.
Okay. Supposed to take that truck, then talk to Edna again. Maybe something new will show up.
Ahem.
Back again, Mr. Callahan? What can I help you with?
I was thinking.
Ooh, I talked
I found out about Trixie Trotter.
Yes?
Apparently they made her some sort of queen of the festival. Techne, the muse of progress.
They didn't. Well, they said this expo would give Hill Valley a reputation. I didn't realize this is what they meant.
What have you got against Trixie?
It's the idea of it. Allowing our city to be represented by a woman like that. I won't stand for it. As a socially conscious citizen, I demand you discharge that muse.
Trixie? What's wrong with her?
Oh, she's hardly qualified for an honorific post at a public event.
Look, lady, she fits the costume. She's an American citizen, and she managed to memorize all her lines. What more qualifications do you want?
Oh, these people are impossible.
And now she's smiling again. Alright.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
And her attitude completely
How about
changed.
you? Have you got any questions for me?
No.
Then kindly let me pass.
I'm afraid I can't until I've located your registration form.
Oh, this is absurd!
Okay. Cue ball.
Hey, pal.
Oh, geez, this guy again.
Funny, I was gonna say the same thing. Shouldn't you be in jail with the rest of kids' gang?
I was, but then an opportunity availed itself and I
Sang like a canary.
prefer to think of it as exhibiting an admirable sense of self-preservation.
Will you be playing piano for Trixie later?
Nah,
Why not?
'cause little Miss Goody Two-Shoes thinks she's too respectable for cue ball these days.
You seem kinda angry about Trixie.
Angry. Listen, kid, me and Trixie go way back. I know stuff about her that even kid doesn't know. Stuff that curl your socks.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And now to see her flouncing around the place, making like her stink don't smell, it just, well, it just cheeses me off, you know?
Man, your teeth are really green.
So what's so, toe curling about Trixie's past?
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, come on.
No.
Tell you what, I'll tell you something embarrassing about me first.
Like what?
Well, under the influence of alcohol, my mom made a pass at me.
Ooh. All right, Junior, you win. That was pretty embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as this.
Is that Trixie?
Yep.
She's not wearing much.
No kidding. She did a lot of these artistic postcards a few years ago. I got a whole set of them.
Can I, have one?
I don't know. You ain't gonna do nothing bad with it, are you?
Hey, I promise. I'll only use it for the greater good.
Well, okay.
Well, the greater good.
Have you heard from Kid lately?
We're not exactly on speaking terms these days, on account of our varying degrees of incarceration.
What kind of stuff have they got you hauling here?
How the heck would I know? Electro this, robo that, dynamo the other. It's all Greek to me.
Hey, what's with your teeth?
My teeth?
Yeah, they're green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Seriously, man, what's going on with your teeth?
It's nothing. Nothing. Oh, crap.
What's wrong?
It's these.
Dr. Frinkle's algae cakes?
A crate of them fell off the truck while I was unloading it, and I just can't stop eating them. How was I to know they'd turn my teeth green?
Well, the algae part might have been a clue.
Please don't rat me out to Artie, okay? I really need this job.
No problem, but you better let me keep the cakes.
Sure thing, pal.
Hang loose, pal.
You talk funny, mister.
No keys. I'll have to find my wheels somewhere else.
What's this? Okay, we can't get the truck yet. 8 keys.
Nice rock. But I can't reach it.
Oh.
The century looks bright for our fair metropolis. Jump with us 50
Maybe this
years
is,
into the future for a
trophy.
peek at Hill Valley circa 1981. Courtesy of Hal's Hardware and the collective imagination of mankind. Could this be our venerable town square? Yes, indeed. Though the form looks strange and new, the function remains the same as ever. But where are all the people? Why, they're underground. A network of burrows extends a mile into the earth, giving future Hill Valley's 10 million citizens plenty of space to work, play, and raise their families. Of course, our residents will want to venture forth into the fresh air occasionally. And what better excursion than a pleasure ride in this elevated super train of tomorrow?
Number 3.
Agricultural advances will make it a breeze to feed our burgeoning population. Tired of waiting for Mother Nature to do her job? Just press a button. Presto! An artificial rainstorm drenches the valley's thirsty
Presto.
crops.
Like the public transit.
And after the rain, what else? An artificial rainbow, reassuring all the good people of Hill Valley that their needs are taken care of, and life is sweet. Pleasant dreams, Hill Valley. And the Expo would like to remind you that you can find everything you need to transform your dreams into reality at Hal's Hardware. Hal's Hardware, serving our fair city since 1895.
1895.
And after the rain...
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Callahan. It's no skin off my nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth. Speaking of whom, I better go see what's keeping him.
I'll go check on him for you. I was just heading there anyway.
No, you weren't. The last thing he needs is another distraction at the 11th hour.
But...
Tut tut. Not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but... Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interest. You see, I know what you're up to.
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
Oh, boy.
Go. I'll keep her occupied till you get back.
But we need the keys.
Press button to experience future Hill Valley, circa 1981. I don't think I've visited that timeline yet. I wish the courthouse did look like that in 1981.
Yeah. Wait.
I wish the courthouse did look
Look at
like
that
that
reflection.
in
That's not
1981.
it.
I wonder if that has a massage setting. Nice rock, but I can't reach it.
And after the rain, what else? An artificial rainbow, reassuring all the good people of Hill Valley that their needs
Nice
are
rock.
taken care of, and
I
life
can't reach it.
is sweet.
To all who approach these hallowed halls. What's cooking?
Ideas, up here. See you, Trixie.
Don't be a stranger.
I wonder what will happen if I show her this photo.
I just want to make sure. Is this you on this postcard?
Yeah, that was my first photo shoot. You want me to autograph it?
That's okay. I'm not giving him this postcard of Trixie.
Okay, let's get some hints. So, yeah, you need some new wheels to get to the way across town to Emmett's lab. There's a familiar set of wheels lurking in front of the high school. Check out the high hill valley of the future. Take the overheard train from the tracks. Oh, okay, so we don't need that, what's it called, thing. We don't need the truck.
Hang on, Emmett. Hope you're ready for a big breakup.
And it just so happens that
Emmett?
it's his weight.
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good. Okay, let's see, now what's next? Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now. In love with a woman of my dreams, and a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
Jumping Jehoshaphat. What does that completely mean? I've heard it before. I don't know if I heard it always from Back to the Future. It is a term. Jehoshaphat. This browser keeps reducing the zoom. Meaning Yeehaw has judged. or a male given name from Hebrew. And used to express astonishment. Okay. I did it again on another website. Shoot, man.
The mind of a degenerate criminal.
This kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science.
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey!
The test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Uh-huh.
When I turn on the mind mapping helmet with this
Here's the
radio
fish tank.
switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that?
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Layabout.
Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
Do I get to keep it? Okay.
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Not really. Ew.
Ugh, did the clamp fall off again?
Yeah.
Put it back on. Oh, I don't even know why I keep that bacteria tank around. Every time the clamp falls off the nitrogen tube, it takes a couple of minutes before I can get the stench out of the air. Whew.
Hey, could we watch Frankenstein on this?
Sorry, Harry, but I need this projector to trigger positive and negative visual stimuli for my mental alignment tests. Besides, a movie like Frankenstein should really be watched on a big screen, don't you think?
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one. Tannen's mind map. If Emmett's map looked like this, I bet Edna wouldn't think he's such a model citizen.
I'd swap Tannen's card with Emmett's, but it's got Tannen's name on it. I'll just have to generate a new mind map for Emmett.
I Don't Care by Trixie Trotter?
Edna doesn't approve of that sort of music, but I find it very soothing. Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of...
No, don't turn it off. This is my favorite part.
My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care.
What people think of me. I'm happy-go-lucky, and say I am plucky, so jolly and carefree.
So this machine takes those little cards and tells you whether or not someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet does all the work. The mental alignment meter is just a glorified arcade machine.
So why not just go with the cards?
Edna says that people respond well to flashing lights and snap judgments. I can't argue with that. Every time I kiss her, I see flashing lights and lose all sense of judgment.
No kidding. What's this typewriter do again?
During a mental alignment test, it takes messages from the mind map helmet and turns them into punch cards, like the one for Mr. Tannen over there.
Seems complicated.
Actually, it was all rather easy to put together, once Edna gave me the idea.
Sounds to me like you should be working on harder problems then.
What? Sorry, I've got to get back to work.
Mind if I...
Go ahead.
Hooligan.
Ah, that'd be Mr. Needleman's card. I'll just put this in the stack with the other hooligans.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
Wow. Wow. Fish tank. Edna was right.
How goes the bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. I had to put a clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
No. I know I gotta make a new blueprint of his mind.
Hey,
Just gotta
Edna,
figure out
got
how
a
to get
sec?
the card.
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
So, you and Edna, how serious are you guys?
Well, we both enjoy a good joke every now and then, but I'd say on the whole we're fairly serious people. Why do you ask?
No. What I mean is, how serious is your relationship?
Oh, well, as a scientist, I can't state this with 100% confidence, but I'm provisionally certain that I'm head over heels in love.
Really? With Edna?
What can I say? She's my muse. In the week since we've been courting, she's given me so many wonderful ideas.
Oh, boy.
Is all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Yes, it's our mental alignment meter.
Mental alignment meter? I thought you were working on some sort of rocket car.
Oh, the rocket propulsion system was far too unreliable, as that incident with Einstein proved. By the way, whatever happened to Einstein?
I wish I knew.
Anyway, I started tinkering with an alternate method of propulsion, but that was before things started heating up with Edna. Our conversations about the possibilities of applying technology to social ills pushed my research in a whole new direction.
What's a mental alignment meter?
It's the most revolutionary piece of technology since the cotton gin.
What does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the human mind.
Why would you want to probe people's minds?
Why wouldn't you? Imagine being able to diagnose mental disorders with a flick of a switch, or detect the truthfulness of courtroom testimony merely by connecting a witness to a small portable device.
Your machine does all that?
Not yet. Frankly,
Also,
right now the whole thing's just a gussied-up potentiometer. But with years of refinement and a
Polygraph.
whole lot of
You
investors,
can't use the polygraph in court.
MAM will be able to identify countless psychosis and neurosis, alcoholism, acrophobia, Oedipal complexes.
And?
And then we can set about curing them, of course.
Of course.
Of course. Anyways.
Can't believe you invented all this in 2 months.
Well, like I said, there's not really a whole lot of inventing going on here. I just dressed up a $5 potentiometer with a lot of bells and whistles.
But
don't get me wrong, it does a remarkable job of telling whether a subject is currently liking or disliking what they're experiencing. But all the extra stuff about sorting out criminals from model citizens is mostly a bunch of hooey at this point.
Really?
Did you make a mind map of yourself?
Of course. Take a look.
Edna's right. You are a model citizen.
At least as far as my invention's concerned. Confidentially, this whole enterprise is a little light on the hard science and a little heavy on the smoke and mirrors.
Hey, what's with the new threads?
Do you like them?
You look like Colonel Sanders.
Who?
Never mind.
Edna gave them to me. She says my usual clothes don't have enough zing for a public exhibition.
do you say we take a break for a couple of hours and go see a movie?
A couple of hours?
Nah.
Actually, it may be more like 70 minutes.
I haven't got a couple of hours. I still got all these mind maps to sort, and the MAM's wiring is still giving me fits, and...
I get it, you're busy. How are things between you and your father? I'm kind of surprised he hasn't torn down your lab yet.
Well, he's still angry with me and threatening to cut me out of his will, but I'm hoping that the civic potential of my mental alignment meter will win him over.
Could you tell me how this mental alignment meter works again?
Of course. Now, pay attention. Subjects put on the mind mapping helmet, which I activate with this radio switch.
Check.
The subject is then exposed to a series of visual stimuli provoking positive, negative, or indifferent reactions that are recorded by the mind map printer.
Right.
Once a mind map is completed, it can be inserted into the mental alignment meter to pronounce judgment on the subject's mental state.
Okay, I think I got it. You look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Okay.
Ew.
Oh. No!
You give him the algae cakes.
Want an algae cake?
Sure. Oh. Oh. Ew.
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, I can't do it again. That sucks.
Maybe not. Not sure what that'll do. Not sure what that'll do.
Oh, I'm still holding the algae cakes.
Ah, that's the stuff.
There we go. His teeth is green.
Ah, that smells much better.
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps. Emmett's invention makes him out to be a model.
I'm my own superintendent. Alright, just a moment.
not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I'm happy-go-lucky, and say I am plucky, so jolly and carefree. I don't care.
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps. This thing reads Emmett's mind maps.
Oil can.
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure.
Oh. Try not to look at the guy, but sometimes these guys just suck. Oh.
That's not a great reading, but if I really want to get Emmett in trouble, I better aim for the bottom.
Should order.
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
Well, that button advances the slides during the mind mapping test. It only works while the test is running.
Ew.
Ah, I think this is working.
Once the expo's over, I'll need to upgrade the mental alignment test to account for...
Hopefully this idea works. I get it each red every time I cycle through the pictures. Oh, I know. Slide advancer. Yeah, so let's get rid of the smell.
Ah. Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
This thing reads Emmett's mind maps.
Degenerate, come on.
Okay, that's pretty bad, but I'd better try to match Tannen's mind map.
Don't touch that!
Ew. How can I get Emmett to have reactions that are the opposite of those expected of a model citizen?
Probably wrong about this. Okay. Everything was red. Layabout.
That's not a great reading, but if I really want to get Emmett in trouble, I better aim for the bottom.
Okay, there's a guide I see. A random guide. Let's see if this one works. generator.
No!
Oh, I get it. He's a scientist.
Careful. Don't let all the flavor escape.
Ew.
And hates cops.
No!
I don't know who that is, but he's clearly a Tannen, so I guess he's a negative figure.
Emmett's invention makes him.
That smells good.
Ew.
We'll advance. And then next would be Trixie, of course. Make the place smell heavenly.
That smells good. Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't care.
Oh boy.
Hey, Emmett, I think your mind map test is broken.
Oh.
So that must have worked.
Switch just keeps shorting out on me. No time to fix it now. I'll have to take care of it at the expo.
Looks like I'm not going to be doing any more mind maps. I guess I'll test this out and hope for the best.
If I do get the mean and stony stare, if I'm never successful,
Degenerate criminal. There we go.
Bingo! Now Emmett's mind map is as bad as Tannen's.
Now all I have to do is swap this out with Emmett's original mind map, and Emmett's own machine
What'd you
will
say,
do him
Marty?
in.
He's talking out loud. It's amazing he doesn't get caught.
Holes on Emmett's new mind map line up perfectly with kids. I hope that means what I think it does.
I should put it in the mental alignment meter to find out.
Okay, Emmett. Get ready to meet the new you.
Hey!
What?
I almost left behind my mind map card. We're gonna show it off at the expo as a rare example of a model citizen. Edna kill me if I forgot that.
She might kill you anyway when she gets a look at that mind map.
Once Emmett gets to the expo, I'll try to figure out how to get him to put his card in the mental alignment meter. But for now, I better concentrate on making Emmett a slob who cheats on his girlfriend.
Okay.
Emmett?
Yeah?
You sure you don't want to take in a movie? I think you'll like it.
Strange as it may sound, I've got more pressing things to think about than going out to movies.
Okay. You get back to work. We'll catch up later.
Thanks.
Okay, so... Oh. Good idea.
Hey, Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Emmett, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering
12 hours.
it unsuitable for commercial use.
We gotta be ready in 10
Does
hours.
that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil. So when it's turned on, that helmet can really read your mind?
Not really. It's actually little more than a simple Wheatstone bridge, measuring galvanic skin responses to various sensory stimuli.
Like those pictures you showed me?
Precisely. The theory is that good citizens will have positive reactions to positive figures, while bad citizens will have positive reactions to negative figures, and so on.
And it really works?
So far.
What did they say? What did you say about this again?
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever. What the hell is that?
What?
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula. That doesn't need cleaning.
Okay. Oh, cleaner is good. Why don't you test it out on something? You already seen how good it is on the motor oil. Why not try it out on... Use the cleanser on the furs in the Hill Valley. What? Oh.
That doesn't need cleaning.
And use the cleanser on the furs in the Hill Valley of the past display. You already seen how good... Ooh, okay, I guess this is it for us?
Emmett?
Yeah?
You get back to work. We'll catch up later.
Thanks.
So hopefully this is everything.
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Emmett,
What?
no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No.
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community.
Oh,
and
boy.
I owe it all to you.
You're welcome. Emmett,
Yeah?
A new dialogue? You can't marry
you
her.
can't marry Edna.
Why not?
I just don't think Edna will make you happy in the long run.
Well, she makes me happy now, and that's what counts. And as for the future, well, the future isn't written yet.
You better hope it isn't. You're too young to get married.
Nonsense. Back in the old country, a man my age already have 2 kids and a farm. Besides, what's the use of waiting when you're in love?
I
There's
guess.
someone better out there. Trust me.
I know you mean well, but look at me. I'm an awkward teenager with poor social skills and a
Teenager?
predilection for prattling on about obscure scientific minutia. Frankly, it's a miracle that one woman has found me desirable. It could be decades before another one comes along.
There's someone better out there. Trust me.
I know you mean well,
There we
but
go.
look at me. I'm an
Being
awkward teenager
comfortable
with
with
poor
truth.
social skills and a predilection for prattling on about obscure scientific minutia. Frankly, it's a miracle that one woman has found me desirable. It could be decades before another one comes along.
That's true again.
Let's just drop it.
Fine.
You get back to work. We'll catch up later.
All right.
Thanks.
Hey, Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
You'll be fine.